could be the matchup at the 5 spot, Clark.
You know, Brian, we've seen strong play at the center position these last few years, and we've got 2 bigs who can each take over a game, so I think it's going to be a lot of fun watching them square off.
A look at the starting group here for Denver. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. Brown and Porter Jr. are the 2 and the 3. And it's Murray in at the 1. Now here's Conley. Here's Edwards. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident at taking on defenders and finishing.
Outside Porter. Pass to Brown. And here's Murray. Up and over Conley. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really give the defense just another thing to worry about. Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
Now here's McDaniels. Back to Conley. And the layup falls.
The crafty scorer, Conley, makes the most of his opportunities down low.
And so Murray will bring it up for the Nuggets. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Chris Finch, and obviously facing Nikola Jokic was the first topic of conversation. Coach told me they don't hand out MVP awards. The Joker is one of the most talented players in league history, and he's 7 feet. It's unreal. In terms of how to stop Jokic, he laughed and said, I don't think anyone has that answer. Guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Clark, it's been great to see the Nuggets as a perennial powerhouse these past few years.
Well, you know, that's what happens when you get a guy like Nikola Jokic. I mean, he's a game changer, and what a joy to watch. Took a long time for them to finally get to the place where they could win that first title, but usually teams don't become champions overnight. It's a process. Now everybody's scared of him.
Clock at 6. For 3, Conley. Knocks it down from distance. Conley's got 5 now.
Nice, sweet lefty stroke from Mike Conley. Has really worked on that part of his game.
Murray passes to Porter. Now Jokic. We've got 1:55 left now in the first quarter. 2 points. That one goes.
Even when you try to lock him up, Jokic finds a way. What a nice, delicate touch from him.
Conley passes to Randall from outside the arc. That one's good, and it's Conley who picks up the assist.
Michael Conley with excellent vision on that pass.
Gordon outside. Back to Murray. And they double up Murray. Porter from outside. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
That's a great response from Porter Jr. Taking those 3 points right back.
Outside Edwards. Picked by Gobert. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Back to Edwards. The 3 is up. And another 3 from Minnesota.
Didn't take Edwards long to get those 3 points back. Right back at you.
And Minnesota will go for a different look here. Reed's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Clark comes in for McDaniels. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Anthony Edwards. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. Now here's Saric. Pass to Westbrook. Corner shot. Reed with the rebound. The Timberwolves lead by 6. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Randall with it. Lets the 3 fly. Knocks down the long J. Randall's got 6.
Yeah, a shot that Randall has added to his repertoire. Shooting the 3 with confidence now.
Now Murray. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Murray, shot is good.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the...
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Minnesota.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And I just love playing on teams like this, passing teams. You can tell they really like playing with each other, and hopefully they keep this up.
Dante DiVincenzo out there with Anthony Edwards. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then there's Naz Reid. And it's Miller in at the 4 slot. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Back to Westbrook. Second chance effort. And it goes. As the official calls the foul. Count it. And he'll shoot one more at the line. Denver shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And, you know, whenever they get into a stretch where it looked like maybe they would turn it around at the line, they would immediately take a step back.
Minot's checked in for Miller. And Denver with a change here, too. Brown's checked in. Edwards, that's good.
Boy, great take by Edwards, making the correct decision in the pick and roll there.
Nuggets trail by 8. Clark with Minnesota being a major player in the West now. Wolves Nation is howling.
Howling and growling, B.A. That's the name of their fan base. And, yeah, they're excited. And for good reason. Not only is this team competitive, but they can be downright dominant at times, especially at the defensive end of the floor. Easy group to cheer for.
A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And here's Westbrook. Charic outside. Pass to Porter. From 13, and he drops that one in. Porter's got 5 now.
Well, you must respect Porter Jr.'s scoring ability. I mean, he is terrific connecting from the mid-range.
DiVincenzo finds Edwards. Edwards can't get that one to fall.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Drains the triple. Westbrook's got 6 here in the quarter.
You know, so often we see Westbrook with the ball driving or pulling up off the dribble. He can catch and shoot it just as well.
Here's Edwards. Gotta get done inside. Edwards.
This dude is capable of some memorable moves. He's showing off and having a little fun.
And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Gobert's checked in for Reid. Randall comes in for Minot. McDaniels is checked in for Alexander Walker. And Mike Conley is subbed in for DiVincenzo. Nikola Jokic is checked in for Denver. Jamal Murray comes in for Porter Jr. A nice shot by Watson. And this is a star-driven league. But talk about the importance of role players, Grant.
Oh, B.A., a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you'll get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, that can make the difference.
Edwards gets the bucket.
Yeah, you know, once Edwards flips that switch, now he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
Murray passes to Jokic. They kick it out to Murray. Jokic with a screen on Conley. Murray from outside. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Minnesota leading by 4. Conley finds Gobert. Edwards against Westbrook. Edwards, no good. Denver has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. And he goes in for the dunk.
When you play with Westbrook, you've got to be ready now. This guy is always looking to pick up an assist.
Conley passes to McDaniels. Back to Conley. Here's the 3. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
30 seconds left in the second quarter. To the inside, Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
And Joker doesn't get up too often, but when he slams it down, it feels like he's trying to bring the basket with him.
Westbrook against Edwards. Takes a 13-footer. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Edwards has got 10 points in the quarter.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Anthony Edwards has been on display for the Timberwolves. He put together 10 points in the quarter. Back after this.
And get ready for the big half-court shot.
if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
On the court for Denver. Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. Porter Jr. and Gordon make up the forwards. And it's Jokic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Porter from outside. He buries it from 3. Porter's got 8.
A true sniper from long range. Porter Jr. with a nice stroke on that shot.
And 6'10" with laser-accurate quick release. Clark, Michael Porter Jr. can make the game look so easy.
It looks to me like he's really settled into his role, and he's embraced that. And he's worked through his own injury challenges, so there's a level of perseverance and resilience and grit that he's put into his book bag along with that fluid stroke and his athleticism. He's become a better rebounder and a better defender as well. I really like what he's become to this point in his career as a player.
Well, Clark, you look at Denver's lineups. They have a lot of size on this team.
Yeah, I tell you what, it's kind of the polar opposite of small ball, BA. I mean, with Jokic in the middle and a lot of length on the wings and in the backcourt, too, this is a growing trend in the league as I see it.
Denver shooting their 4th attempt at the line tonight. That free throw good from Gordon. Clark, when it comes to someone like Aaron Gordon, it seems like he makes at least one jaw-dropping play every night.
Well, when you've got that kind of special athleticism, BA, you can do that. You can make highlight-type plays just by virtue of your activity and giftedness as an athlete. But he's become a heck of a basketball player, too. You always knew the athleticism was there, the energy was there, the work rate was there. But now you're seeing the skill develop. I love watching him work.
Now a timeout called by Denver. Murray passes to Gordon. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's Jokic. Not going to go that time. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. Outside Edwards. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Randall. Edwards with it. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. Edwards got 17.
Well, Edwards looking almost automatic there. Didn't wait too long to put that shot up.
Outside Porter. A minute 53 left in the third quarter. And the dunk by Jokic.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
The triple hits for Edwards.
The challenge with defending Edwards, he's a 3-level scorer.
Nuggets trail by 9. Outside Porter. Screen by Gordon. Porter, the pass to Gordon. Murray deciding where to go with it. Shot clock at 6. And the layup is good. 6 points for him.
Left the defender stunned, stupefied. Murray with magnetic handles.
Outside McDaniels. Back to Conley. 51 seconds left in the third quarter. Misses the layup. And it's Murray with the ball for the Nuggets. 7-point differential. Here's Brown. Still no points. And Gordon with the big finish.
And Gordon taking advantage of the fact that when he gets up in the air like that, nobody's interested in getting in his way.
Pass to Randall. 24 seconds left in the third. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Now here's Jokic. paint. Jokic going off.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Timberwolves. 3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. Nuggets trail by 6. We've got Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Anthony Edwards out there with Donte DiVincenzo. Then there's Naz Reid, and it's Garza in at the center position, locking down the middle. So that's the lineup from Minnesota. Here's Edwards. Oh, Edwards just bullying his way inside.
You know, when you're a guard like Edwards, I think you need the teardrop in your arsenal. Too many great rim protectors in the NBA. That's a shot you need to have.
Westbrook outside. And he gets it to go.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
Minnesota leading by 6. Now here's Edwards. Reid to screen on Westbrook. Edwards for 3. Brown grabs the board.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Saric outside. To the middle. Here's Westbrook. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Edwards, a pass to DiVincenzo. And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Gobert's checked in for Garza. Randall comes in for Reid. McDaniels is checked in for Alexander Walker. And Mike Conley is subbed in for DiVincenzo. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. He told his guys, let's not waste this advantage. Hold on to it. Stay aggressive. Let's not give up ground. Coach wants to see his team staying strong out there, guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. Here's Jokic. Can't get it to drop. Good D by Gobert. The Timberwolves lead by 8. To the paint. Randall can't hit.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Murray passes to Porter. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist.
Well, the mechanics of Porter Jr.'s shot are just so efficient. Almost automatic. Gets the ball and puts it right up into the shooting pocket.
Here's Conley. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Inside. Here's Jokic. And he hits it from 9 feet.
When it's an important possession, Jokic steps up big.
Edwards with it. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. The three-pointer off the mark. Nuggets trail by 5. Left side Porter. Pass to Gordon. Now Murray. He's guarded by Conley. Murray against Conley. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 5. And the basket by Jokic.
Jokic showing his mid-range talent this time. Dynamic with the ball all over the floor.
There's 57 seconds left in the final quarter. Edwards for 3. Sinks the tray. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
Seems like Edwards never stops competing and believing right until the final buzzer.
Conley against Murray. Now here's Jokic. Not a lot of room. Count it! And now they trail by just 4.
Jokic, a safe bet in the clutch.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
Second team foul.
40 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Here's Conley. And he lays it up and in.
More often than not, Conley's the table setter. He's been the finisher tonight.
This is do or die time.
They must play flawlessly.
Down low. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. And that's an intentional foul. Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Look, we all know Rudy Gobert is a force on defense, but you can't afford to ever ignore this guy. I mean, he's got the physical gifts to make problems anywhere on the floor.
There's 18 seconds left to play in the fourth. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
And you know what? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late-game free throws are a lot different than early-game free throws in terms of making. Sensing an opportunity here to increase the lead and capitalizing on it.
"17 seconds left in the fourth. Oh, gets the three to fall.
Hey, if you're not right up on Jokic, he's going to bury that shot every time.
Here's Conley, and they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
They didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
Huge moment. He steps up and sinks the final daggers.
Here's Brown. Misses the three. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize. And he commits the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that increases the lead to 6. And so both free throws good, and it's a 7-point game. And so it's Minnesota with the W. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job.
Fair. But it should be an entertaining one, Kevin. And if you're a fan of high-intensity, high-energy defense, there's a lot to love about this matchup.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Durant is out there with Dunn, and it's Richards in at the 5 spot. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and the layup's good off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the opening basket of the game for Oklahoma City. Done outside. For three, Booker, good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Shoots the lights out. Booker has limitless range.
Hartenstein with the screen on Booker. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a two-pointer. Offensive rebound. And that one is good from Hartenstein.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, it's nice to see him be assertive instead of settling for a jump shot, especially in the first quarter.
Here's Booker. Good, nice job down low. Booker's got 5 points so far.
Woo, Booker showing some power.
Thunder have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And coming in as a floor spacing 2 guard. How impressive is it, RJ, that Devin Booker is holding down the point?
And it's not just the rate of assists. He's limiting his turnovers in great fashion, too, despite his high usage.
And Kevin Durant, one of the top 10 scorers in league history. And RJ still going strong.
And he does it with efficiency, Kevin. Takes great shots, and he's incredibly accurate. And if he doesn't have a look, he's a willing passer.
Such a unique player. Kevin Durant, pure shooter, incredibly skilled, all at nearly 7 feet tall. And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Holmgren the pass to Dort. Such a wide open look.
And when you have Dort on your side, this is what he brings on the offensive end. Great off the catch and fire.
Here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
And how about the role reversal there? I mean, slamming it down right in the face of the big fella.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks. Well, Dagnall and I got a chance to talk for a bit. His team's focus is trying to slow down Devin Booker. He said the thing with Devin is that he's not just an ISO scorer. They run a lot of actions for him, so we have to do our best to chase him around, and the rotations have to be on point. It's going to take all 5 guys to try and stop him. Guys?
Thank you, David. And Phoenix making a change here. O'Neal's checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. The Suns have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Outside, Beal. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter or block just about every shot in his vicinity.
And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for the Suns. From outside the arc, that's in, coming off the assist from O'Neal.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander, defended by Booker. Beal against Dort. Pass to Richards. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Here's KD. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And just using that length to his full advantage. Durant draws the foul, and we know what usually happens when he steps to the line.
And a new group in here for the Thunder. Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Aaron Wiggins comes in for Holmgren. Payson Wallace, he's checked in for Dort. And it's Alex Caruso in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams in the post. KD's on him. And it's in there.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Also relying on his skill there. That's a nice move against length.
O'Neal kicks to Booker. Drills it from outside. Booker's got 10 points.
This is Booker at his most dangerous. No hesitation right there.
KD against Williams. Takes a 3. Hits it from 3-point range. He has 7.
The real Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
A good game so far as we conclude the... Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And something else that's working for them is ball movement. A lot of their points so far have come as a result of smart plays.
So with Durant sitting on the bench, this is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. The wing pair we'll be seeing is Beal and Allen. Plumlee out there with Royce O'Neal. And it's Jones in at the point guard. Well, Richard, during his Washington days, Bradley Beal averaged 30 a game in back-to-back seasons.
Beal is such a strong guard, so not only can he beat you with his shooting stroke, but he can also play some bully ball. He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Jones, the pass to Plumlee. Now Beal, the tray. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Beal can hurt you from just about anywhere, and he is a multi-skilled player.
Williams sets a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. And he drives in. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
And Mike Budenholzer is called a timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And the Thunder with some changes. Hartenstein's checked in for Williams. And it's Dort in for Wallace. And then for Phoenix, Dunn comes in for Allen. And it's Booker in for Jones. And Beal kicks to O'Neal. Outside, Beal. That 3 off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. Looked good from here.
Hartenstein with the screen on Booker. Pass to Hartenstein. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. Suns leading by 4. Outside, O'Neal. Done with it from deep three-point land. That shot misses. Plumlee against Caruso. Pass to Dort. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That shot off. Done with some nice D. Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. That bucket in no time at all. Booker's got 12. Richard, how do you think the game has changed since you retired?
Timeout. The jump shooting teams have had more success. I think the game has changed, and it allows for more Europeans. It allows for it to be more of a global game. The less physical, the more inclusive.
For the Thunder, Holmgren, he's checked in for Wiggins. Williams comes in for Alex Caruso. And Wallace subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Phoenix. Jones comes in for Beal. Holmgren sets the screen for Dort. A three-pointer is right on target. 5 points in the game.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Outside Durant puts up a deep 3. Dort grabs the miss. And they're trailing by 3. Holmgren the pass to Hartenstein. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Thunder have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Wallace outside. Pass to Hartenstein. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Booker against Dort. Now Booker shoots over Dort. No good from Booker.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised it ended up going their way with the miss.
Back to Holmgren. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
One eye on the rim, one eye.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Here's Hartenstein. 6 points for him. Outside Williams. From past the arc. Bangs home the trifecta. Williams has got the lead up to 4 now for the Thunder.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Hooker the pass to Dunn. Outside Durant. And play stop. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Now here's Williams. 10 points for him. And there's the foul. It'll go on Nick Richards. That'll be his second foul of the game. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Dort. Williams for 3. And the Thunder another 3.
Well, Dort makes the smart play there. He spots a wide-open shooter and just gets him the ball.
And Mike Budenholzer is called a timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Durant finds Richards. Beal deciding where to go with it. Durant. Terrific timing by Durant on the putback.
And there is absolutely no excuse for not boxing out Durant. With his height and vertical, he's ready for these throwdowns.
Here's Holmgren. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Holmgren's got his second bucket of the game to go. Done outside. Back to Booker. Here's the 3. And you know who? Devin Booker.
He has no deficiencies. He has no flaws in his offensive game. Booker, he's capable of dropping 30 on any given night against any given player.
Holmgren wide open. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Suns trail by 4. Booker outside. Count the basket and the foul. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
How does he do that? Booker absorbs the foul but stays cool, knocks down the shot.
Alex Caruso is checked in for the Thunder. And a change for the Suns. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Dunn. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Booker. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Beal from long range traps in the tray. Beal's got the game tied up here for the Suns.
His performance today has just been so important. What a luxury to have a guy that's that dependable.
Dort wide open, and they come right back with their own 3-pointer. 8 points for him.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
O'Neal finds KD. That's in, coming off the assist from O'Neal.
What a ruthless move by Durant, dealing a big blow to the opponent's morale with that three-point answer.
Down low, here's Dort, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Pass to Booker. Screen by O'Neal. Ring shot on the way. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
And so Caruso nails both of them. 11 seconds left in the third. Outside, Beal. Launches a three, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. It's the Thunder. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. The Thunder leading by 4. So with Durant sitting on the bench. This is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. They've got Plumlee. Devin Booker out there with Tyus Jones. Then there's Dunn, and it's O'Neal in at the 4. Wallace against Booker, taken away by Williams. Wallace looking for an opening. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams, that's for 2. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists in the game. Outside, Jones. They set the pick. 3-pointer. And he's good on the 3-ball. Jones has got his first 3 points of the game.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Wallace, the pass to Caruso. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting. And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Holmgren comes in for Aaron Wiggins. Jalen Williams is checked in for Alex Caruso. And it's Dort in for Wallace. Phoenix also making some changes. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Plumlee. Durant comes in for O'Neal, and Bradley Beal subbed in for Tyus Jones.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Hartenstein with a screen on Booker. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a 2-pointer. Phoenix grabs the miss. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. The Thunder leading by 6. Pass to Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And given that Holmgren is 7 feet tall, he's a threat to throw it down at any time.
And a deep 3 from Booker. And Holmgren pulls it down. Oklahoma City's gotten 2/3 of their 3-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. Good work there as it goes.
Strong take by SGA. 6'6" with point guard skills. What a nightmare matchup he is.
We've got 1:55 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Booker. Booker taking the hit.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside. It just doesn't matter.
Booker against Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Dort. Pass to Williams. Overdone. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Williams inside, defended by Richards. Hartenstein passes to Williams, tries again, and it's good on the layup. Williams has got the lead up to 11 now for the Thunder.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for Oklahoma City.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Williams.
Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
Pass to Richards. It's deflected. For three, Booker buries it from three-point range. And so they foul intentionally.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Yeah, they got to be disappointed with this result.
So we see the Thunder get the win here. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but...
Well, the center position is obviously a point of strength for both of these teams, Brent.
Do you believe, BA, that these guys are coming in and not thinking about that very same thing? These guys want to test each other tonight, and you wonder, whoever gets the best of the other guy, will that elevate the next couple weeks of play for them in terms of their confidence? So a big man battle. Let's keep a close eye on it.
And now the Los Angeles starters. Powell and Kawhi in at the forward spots. Chris Dunn is out there with James Harden. And it's Zubats in at the 5 spot.
Attacking is one thing, but body control another, and Harrison Barnes showing you that on that play.
Here's Harden. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes.
When he decides he wants to take it to the bucket, it's really hard for anyone to slow him down.
Fox with the ball. Now here's Barnes to the middle. Here's Vassell. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Leonard with a screen on Fox. Harden, good. Harden's got 5.
Dialed in from deep, Harden understands when he should look to shoot the 3-ball.
And what you like about James Harden, he can play with any set of teammates, Brent.
Well, we're seeing this transition, BA, right? From Harden being this elite offensive system by himself to now being a better teammate, a guy who can facilitate and set guys up to make better offensive plays. So not shouldering the entire load anymore. He's been very flexible over the past couple seasons.
Now here's Leonard. Fires from deep. Nails it from beyond the arc.
I mean, is there another guy in the league who knows when his team needs this kind of lift? Kawhi getting those 3 points right back.
Here's Barnes. Off target from 3-point range.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
3-pointer Harden. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. The Spurs have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Vassell passes to Wembanyama. Going inside. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Greg Popovich had a few moments to share with me. I talked with him about how he'll approach dealing with Kawhi Leonard on the floor, and Coach told me there's no one way to go about slowing Kawhi. He does too many things. He continued, we'll vary our looks on him and try not to let him get in any offensive rhythm. Good idea, as we all know how deadly Kawhi is once he gets going. Brian?
And Allie, thanks. And Greg Popovich has called timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Paul, he's checked in for De'Aaron Fox. Jones, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Bogdan Bogdanović comes in for Dunn. Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Vassell. Good, and the assist to Wembanyama.
The team counts on Vassell for this, a reliable producer of 3-point buckets.
Here's Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Paul passes to Wembanyama. Vassell with it. Pass to Barnes. There's the 3. Rebounded by James Harden. And Harden's got the ball here for the LA Clippers. They lead by 4. Despite his injury history, Kawhi still has the ability to take over games, Brent.
Yeah, does it feel, BA, that Kawhi sometimes is even more patient and more deliberate in the way he delivers in games? I think he's the type of talent that can slow himself and the game down at his will and still be a lockdown defender.
Ivica Zubac checked in for Los Angeles. Simmons comes in for Harden. To the inside, Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Yeah, great finish from Johnson, leaving no room for error with the slam.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Leonard outside. There's 10 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Just 5 to shoot. Counted from distance. Leonard's got 12.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
And so it's Kawhi Leonard making highlights for the Los Angeles. And And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
So, on the floor for the Clippers, it's Jones at power forward with Zubats at center. Ben Simmons is out there with Bogdan Bogdanovic. And it's Coffey in at the 3. Spurs trail by 4. Here's Sohan. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
So good at keeping his balance through contact. Sohan showing some poise right there.
San Antonio shooting their first free throw of the game. Dunn, he's checked in for Ben Simmons. Now here's Dunn. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Outside Bogdanovic. Zubats inside. He's against Sohan. Back to Bogdanovic. Pass to Jones. Off target from outside.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
And good patience from Johnson to wait for his man to open up.
Los Angeles has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Bogdanovic with a screen on Paul. Here's Bogdanovic. Sends it home from three-point land. Well, Brent, something we've all noticed lately is the small ball era starting to wind down.
Well, B.A., I think in people's minds when you say small ball, they're thinking about 6'1" guys on the court. That's not what we're talking about. It's a skilled game, and I don't think the small ball skilled game is going anywhere anytime soon.
Here's Dunn. The Spurs making their last shot. Zubats with a screen on Paul. Pass to Coffey. 6 on the shot clock. Zubats passes to Dunn. The 3. And Los Angeles another 3.
And nice dime from Zubats. His floor awareness is solid.
A minute 58 left in the second. Here's Champagny. Sohan outside. And here's Fox. Oh, Fox gets up and throws it down.
Fox getting some room and getting up.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Brian, there's a lot of room for growth for the Spurs, even with their rising star, Victor Wembanyama, who said, I know it's not going to be easy. It's going to take some time before we contend for a title. I'm ready for anything and ready to sacrifice. I'm patient, but I'm not wasting time. Brian, plenty of motivation.
Chasing greatness is what they're doing, Allie. Leonard's checked in for the Clippers. James Harden comes in for Bogdanovic. Leonard outside. Kawhi, too strong inside.
And Leonard, a 3-level scorer as well as an offensive anchor for this team.
Outside Barnes. Wembanyama scanning the floor. Over Jones. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Wembanyama's got his first 2 points. Harden against Paul. Harden to pass to Leonard. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Castle. Now here's Barnes. Leonard defending to the left wing. Here's Wembanyama. Wembanyama hammers it down.
Yeah, terrific follow-through from Wembanyama, proving he has a good head on his shoulders.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Leonard outside. Takes the 3. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
Outside Paul. Pass to Vassell. Now Barnes. Wembanyama down low. Wow, that wiry strength of Wembanyama.
Woo, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
Tie game in San Antonio. Well, now we have some time to... All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. It's been one outstanding game from Kawhi Leonard.
He's been dominating down low. Gotta assume they'll keep feeding him the rock.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
At forward, we'll see Vassell slot in next to Barnes. Castle is out there with De'Aaron Fox, and it's Wembanyama in at the 5. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
They get it again. Zubats. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Zubats does a great job of sniffing out offensive rebounds and beats his guy to the spot.
Pass to Wembanyama. To the paint. From 9 feet out. And too long on the shot. Los Angeles has gotten 6 of 10 three-pointers to drop. And no matter how many minutes he gets, Norm Powell is always ready to shoot, Brent.
Oh, man, B.A. Norman Powell has consistently been in that be-ready club off the bench. I mean, he can come in and score a bunch of points for his team and spark the offense. But this guy has been aggressive from day one, and it doesn't matter where he is, he knows his role.
Now here's Dunn. Leonard outside. Just 4 to shoot. Leonard beyond the line.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Vassell can't get it to go. The Clippers lead by 3. Pass to Powell. Leonard with the ball. Dunn outside. Barnes against Leonard. Vassell with the rebound. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for San Antonio. Inside, Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
No problem from Harrison Barnes. They're getting up and throwing it down.
Harden, the pass to Zubats. Now Dunn. Powell outside. To the inside. It's stolen by Barnes. Pass to Vassell. Here's Castle. Fires for 3. He drops it from range. Castle's got 6.
You're upgrading the three-point shot. It's big for Castle as he continues to develop.
Now here's Zubats. Covered by Wembanyama. Powell against Vassell. Count the basket.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Now Fox. 6 points for him. Fires the 3. And San Antonio hits again from deep.
Not where he earns his money, that three-point shot. But he's a good shooter from that range if he's got space.
Dunn outside. Leonard looking around. Lets it go from deep. San Antonio with a rebound. Wembanyama's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Fox. Wow, physical D, but Fox prevails.
Becoming more confident and a little bit more poised in terms of how he scores is De'Aaron Fox.
Barnes against Leonard. Back to Harden. From downtown, it's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. Give him 8. San Antonio leading.
The smart play. Wait and take the final shot.
Yeah, every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
The floater. Oh, tough defense, but better offense by Fox.
When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard him and where your point of commitment is.
And so it's De'Aaron Fox making highlights for the Spurs. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we note, is peripheral vision.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the 4th. We've got Bogdan Bogdanović. Derek Jones is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Chris Dunn. And it's Coffey in at the 3 slot.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
Pass to Coffey. Here's Leonard. And he gets it to go off the front iron. Leonard's got 4 points this quarter.
Kawhi is such a threat from the mid-range. As soon as he gets to that area, it's all systems go.
Fox against Bogdanović. Down low. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
And the Spurs making a change here. Mamukelashvili's checked in. Powell outside. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. And Harden with the slam.
If given the space, Harden's not afraid to take it to the rim.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. So San Antonio going with almost an entire new group here. Victor Wembanyama's checked in for Mamukelashvili. Harrison Barnes comes in for Sohan. Vassell, he's checked in for Johnson. And Castle subbed in for Paul. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Over the last break, I got a chance to hear what Greg Popovich was telling his team. He was very passionately telling his team, don't give them an inch when they have the ball. This game is going to come down to defense. I need you guys to work hard and close this one out. Guys?
Appreciate the report, Allie. Leonard outside. 3-pointer. He's got another one. That's 10 for 15 now.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
Vassell outside. 2 minutes gone by here in the 4th.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Here's Castle. 6 to shoot. Spurs need to get one up here. The 3 from Wembanyama hits the 3-pointer.
No fear in this young man. We're already getting a sense of Wembanyama's killer instinct.
And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the LA Clippers. Shoots over Barnes. It's Leonard with a good look inside.
Leonard doesn't shy away from these moments, embracing his role as a leader for his team.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Norman Powell. That's his first foul of the game. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Ooh, Fox pushing through the defense.
Oh, Fox doesn't shy away from important possessions. He wants to be the man for this team.
Zubac with a screen on Barnes. Leonard on the take. Here's Zubac. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Clippers lead by 2.
Oh, man, love calling Zubac's number there at 7 feet. Hit shots off in big moments.
Here's Fox. It's rebounded by Zubac.
After clawing their way back in, that was a chance to even things up.
I'm not sure, but that could be a game-changing miss. He wanted that bad.
Now, that's one to remember. What an impact on the game.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Fox surveying the D. Kicks it out to Barnes. Here's Vassell. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here are the Clippers. 4-point game. Dunn outside. Double team on Leonard. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
With those long arms and with the high release point, Leonard is practically daring you to foul him.
2 shots.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Yeah, the lead getting safer and safer as these free throws from the stripe go in.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Wembanyama pass to Fox. To the middle. And he buries it. And now they trail by just 4.
Nice decision by Castle. I mean, this guy is a great teammate.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
He gets the first, and that puts him up 5.
Taking 2 shots.
He's off on the free throw, unable to get the second one to drop.
And right here, they can't waste any time.
Well, it's probably a little bit too late here, but you really need to score a bucket here to stay alive.
And an intentional foul right there.
Castle. Second personal foul.
Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker. And he's able to hit the second one, and that increases the lead to 6. The 3 from Barnes, and that one falls.
This is when you need a defensive...
Allie, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
That bodes well for us, right? There's a lot of speed, some great athleticism. I'm sure we're going to get some highlight reel plays tonight.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Conley and Edwards are the guards. McDaniels is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Gobert in at the 5. Williams gets the bucket.
Just the first good move in a game of chess between these two coaches.
Yeah, now we get to see the counterplay. How you respond is half the battle out there.
And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Conley. To the middle. Here's Here's Gobert. It's stolen by Hartenstein. Holmgren the pass to Dort. Holmgren sets the screen for Dort. Drains the three-pointer.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Randle outside. McDaniels passes to Randle. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Pass to McDaniels. 5 to shoot. Randle no good.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the three of his own.
Edwards against Dort. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. On the wing, Williams. McDaniels defending.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
Here's Randle. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Just naturally strong. We've seen more than one defender sort of just bounce off Randle. He's used to it.
The Timberwolves shooting their first foul shot of the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Hartenstein finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here is Conley. Randle. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Last year, Coach, as you know, the Timberwolves making it to the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, that equaled their deepest run in team history, dropping that series to the Mavs. Minnesota has never been to the finals, one of 5 franchises who've yet to get there.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Following the basket by Julius Randle. Good on the bucket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
So it's the Timberwolves now. After the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Hits the three-point bomb.
A fantastic decision-making big. Randle with the right choice there, finding the open man.
Outside Williams. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Williams has got 5.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now here's Randle over Holmgren. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
Yeah, an underrated ball handler. Randle can beat you off the dribble. He keeps pressure on the defense.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. The 10-footer. Again, the Thunder score.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contribution.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Thunder lead by 5. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Well, a lot of times you'll hear coaches yell, get the ball inside, and you can see why. Good things happen when you get the ball into the paint.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Dante DiVincenzo is out there with Edwards. Then it's Miller. Then it's Nakia. What a sweet jam by Edwards.
Wow, this is how explosive Edwards can be. He finishes with such force at the rim.
And despite his young age, Coach Van Gundy, Anthony Edwards' leadership qualities growing day by day.
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot of it's because he is great at both ends of the court. Confident, charismatic, upbeat. He's learning that delicate balance between taking over a game and bringing his teammates along for the ride.
Here's Reed. Count it.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
The Thunder with the lead. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Wiggins. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Wallace. Caruso sets the screen for Wallace. Again, Oklahoma City.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's checked in for Williams. Chet Holmgren comes in for Aaron Wiggins. Williams is checked in for Alex Caruso. And it's Dort in for Wallace. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Randall comes in for Miller. Daniels, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And it's Conley in for Dante DiVincenzo. The Thunder leading by 4. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Randall passes to Conley. Now here's McDaniels. Launches it. Rebound by Williams.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well. And that sends Jalen Williams to the free throw line. That's on Jaden McDaniels. Oklahoma City shooting their first free throw of the game. Cason Wallace, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And a change for the Timberwolves. Alexander Walker's checked in. Pass to McDaniels. There's the 3. Thunder with the rebound. Holmgren in the high post. Working on McDaniels. Holmgren gets the bucket.
And great job from Holmgren. I like when he shows confidence attacking inside.
Randall against Holmgren. Gobert, no good. And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Dort a screen on McDaniel. Here's Williams. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Randall. Great touch on the 16-footer. Randall's got 8 points.
And we've seen Randall add a three-point shot. However, this is the area of the court he's most comfortable, that mid-range.
Pass to Hartenstein. Dort with the ball. Sinks the triple. Dort's got the lead up to 10 now for the Thunder.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Bounce pass Conley. Alexander Walker passes to Gobert. Left block shot on the way. Randall no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without a foul.
And so it's Oklahoma City going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And we've got more in 2K Sports coming your way after this break. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander really making a difference here.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3. And that's who Mark Daigneault starts the second half. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. And it's in, basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor. Gobert with the screen on Dort. To the paint. And finished off by Gobert.
And I like that. Edwards comes off the pick, keeps his options open, and then just makes the right read.
And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
For 3, Holmgren. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
And playing up-tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Conley with it. Scoreless thus far. To the inside. Edwards looking it over. Strong move inside by Edwards.
Well, Edwards is such a strong player, skilled at absorbing contact and still finishing.
Here's Dort. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And here's Edwards from the arc. It's good from long range. Edwards got 2 now from beyond the arc in the 3rd for Minnesota. The Thunder leading by 8. Pass to Holmgren. Inside. Here's Williams. Right through the knee for the layup. 10 points for Williams. And eventually every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or 2 against the young fellas. And sometimes that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Count that one. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 15 points.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Edwards kicks to McDaniel. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got 5 rebounds tonight. McDaniels against Dort. And Gilgeous-Alexander the bucket on the assist by Dort. And now a 12-point Thunder lead. Minnesota's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. And here's Edwards from the arc. Edwards with confidence.
Well, this is why Edwards is a nightmare for defenses. He can drive right through you or pull you apart from range like this.
Outside Williams. It's up a 3. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Edwards. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Shot clock at 5. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here.
3 points.
And so it's Oklahoma City with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Yeah, well, he looked like a pass-first point guard on this assist. Incredible instinct to feel the play develop and set up the score.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. We've got Naz Reid, Dante DiVincenzo. He's out there with Edwards. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Minot in at the power forward.
And the move and the basket, SGA has the defense shook.
And here's Edwards. Edwards gets it done inside.
And sometimes Edwards makes defenses feel helpless. Tough shot there.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander, defended by DiVincenzo, and out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Chet Holmgren comes in for Aaron Wiggins.
Timeout.
Williams, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. And it's Dort in for Cason Wallace. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. He told the players, you guys are too talented to be playing this lackadaisical. Push the ball up the floor, get out on the break, and get to the fast break. Guys, we'll see if they can get it done.
Thanks, David. Gilgeous-Alexander against Conley.
And Gilgeous-Alexander understands how to draw contact, especially when he's looking to score.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Thunder.
Well, I love how they're attacking the rim. That will usually force defenses to collapse and open up a lot of outside shots.
And they've also been steady from the three-point line and doing a good job creating room for their shooters and then converting.
Gobert with a screen on Dort. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Edwards got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, right there, Edwards uses the screen to create the space he needs.
Hartenstein passes to Dort. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one drops for him.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Holmgren. A minute 20 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
Now, this is why SGA is a focal point of this offense, because of that ability to score.
Here is Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Dort. And here's Edwards from the arc. Here's Gobert. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
Holmgren finds Hartenstein. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Nearly automatic. Gilgeous-Alexander, no slouch from the line.
And the basket by Edwards.
Wow, these are the moments that Edwards lives for. He is dynamite in the clutch.
And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by McDaniel.
Well, a risky pass there, and if you ask me, they're lucky that the defense didn't steal that one.
Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. It's stolen by Edwards. 3-second difference between shot clock and game. Out of the rafters!
scores. He punched it in. Are you kidding me?
And what a huge sequence that could be.
A play that might come to define this game.
That might be the play of the game.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
And that will add to a healthy lead after that trip to the free throw line.
And the Timberwolves call time. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
They need a quick basket here.
Yeah, and if they can get a decent look from 3, that's the shot to take. Not a lot of time to work with.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Second personal foul.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. He's able to hit the second one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Not sure the miracle, Greg, is on hand here tonight for them.
Well, they need one, but gonna play it until the final whistle.
A nice shot by McDaniel.
Well, what I want to know, where is the communication defensively?
Well, I can tell you, this kind of defense will drive coaches crazy.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
No doubt, that just about seals it.
No one near Randall as he lets it go. From outside, off the mark. So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it.
They are great at rebounding the basketball.
Oh, yes, they are. I mean, it'll be a battle down low. Boxing out is vital, and second chance points may just decide this game.
So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. Nick Richards out there with Kevin Durant, and it's Dunn in at the small forward.
The team counts on Vassell for this, a reliable producer of three-point buckets.
Dunn outside. Back to Booker. Durant looking around. Clock at 6. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Well, this is exactly how you want to attack the defense. Kevin Durant accepting the punishment, but refuses to be denied.
All right, Doris, what's kind of an unsung stat you appreciate about the Suns lineup?
Wow, they are so gifted offensively. So I'd have to say very good at getting to the free throw line. That's important. Very good at baiting defenders and putting your opponent into the bonus. That's big. Attacking into coverage. They get to spend plenty of time at the free throw line. It's an underrated advantage, BA.
Now here's Fox. To the paint. Here's Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
And you see how fluid Wembanyama is. 7'5" guys shouldn't be able to move like this.
Here's Dunn. Back to Beal. Pass to Durant. The three ball. Durant with another miss.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And here's Fox. Outside Barnes. Wembanyama, screen on Durant. Barnes. And again, it's San Antonio converting.
Boy, you really have to like that recognition by Barnes. Knew that was his play to make.
Outside Booker. They need this. Rebound by San Antonio.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
Vassell finds Fox. With some arc. Durant pulls it in.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
And Doris, when you think about Kevin Durant, certainly a prolific scorer, but that's not the whole story.
What I love the most, I think, BA, about Kevin Durant is how much he loves playing the game of basketball. His availability is never in question as long as there is some measure of health. The work he puts in consistently, anyone who's ever seen his routine, teammates, coaches, front office staff, they are in awe of the commitment to his craft.
And it's Fox missing. Suns trail by 6. Pass to Dunn. Back to Beal. Inside. Here's Booker. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Drafted as a 19-year-old back in 2015 by the Suns, Devin Booker has a special connection with Phoenix, Doris.
BA, they absolutely love Devin Booker in the Valley of the Sun. He's been with the Suns his entire career, and basically it's a fan base that has watched this young man grow up. And when you think over the long history of this organization, when you mention the best players in team history, there is no doubt he is part of that conversation.
Here's Champagny. Sohan, the pass to Paul. Drills it from deep.
Absolutely automatic in catch-and-shoot situations. Go ahead, CP3, we see you.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Booker with it. 4-3. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Paul looking it over. And it's good for 2. Paul's got 5 now.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And so the And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Spurs.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
They've got De'Aaron Fox. Keldon Johnson out there with Jeremy Sohan. Then there's Chris Paul. And it's Champagny at the 3. That's the San Antonio 5. Paul against Jones. Right side, Paul. 4 on the clock. Here's Champagny. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time.
Now CP3 knows every string to pull on the offensive end. What a pretty pass.
Pass to O'Neal. Beal outside. And then Beal with the dunk.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Paul passes to Sohan. Here's Fox. To the right side. Outside Paul. Off the mark there with a three.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Allen, the pass to Beal. Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. That's good from Allen on the assist by Beal. Allen's gotten himself on the board with a three there. Looking at lineups around the league, Grant, seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, B.A. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Grant, when you talk about De'Aaron Fox, what an exciting player.
That he is, and just now entering the prime years of his career. We've seen him make great strides the last few years. It's scary trying to think just how much he can still improve.
Booker surveying the D. Over Fox. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Booker's got 7 points in the game.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Pass to Wembanyama. Down low. Here's Vassell. Out to Fox. Launches a three. Phoenix grabs the miss. Outside Booker. And we've got 1:18 left to play in the first half of basketball. On the take, Booker. And it's all tied up. Booker's gotten his third basket of the night.
Woohoo! That was an explosive move by Devin Booker. Decks it and finishes.
And here's Vassell. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 5.
If you give him any sort of space, he's gonna attack.
Plumlee a screen. For 3, Booker. Oh yeah, Booker dialing long distance.
Putting up points is what Devin Booker does best, and right now he is showing out.
And he lobs it up. Oh, Wembanyama crashing down.
I mean, it seems like you could throw it up to Wembanyama on every offensive possession, and he'll slam it home.
Done. The pass to Booker. 24 seconds left in the first half. Look at Booker elevate.
Well, you love the lethal scoring ability off the dribble. Booker putting extraordinary pressure on the defense.
With the floater. Blocked. Beal, the pass to Dunn. Now here's Booker from deep. That one is off.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by...
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Kicking off the second half, here's Mike Budenholzer's 5. Booker and Beal in the talented backcourt. Nick Richards out there with Kevin Durant. And it's done in at the three.
And talk about payback. He hits the revenge triple.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire. A little bit of pride at stake.
Outside Booker. Richards with a screen from behind the arc. Booker no good. San Antonio's gone 5 of 8 from outside the three-point line in this one. Pass to Fox. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Fox beats him inside. A slick move.
Tenacious stuff there from Fox. It takes guts to sink a shot while being fouled.
San Antonio shooting their first free throw of the game here. And Booker has got the ball here for Phoenix. Trailing by 2. Beal outside. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Booker can't get it to go.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Beal surveying the D. On the wing, Durant. And there's a pick. Pass to Dunn. 5 on the clock. Here's Beal. Good on the bucket. Beal's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Boy, that is just tremendous concentration from Bradley Beal. Defense all over him, no problem.
Vassell passes to Wembanyama. Fox outside. Here's Castle. The 3. San Antonio again can't hit. You know, Grant, you talk to scouts about Stephon Castle. They just feel like this guy's a winner.
Well, certainly we saw that at Connecticut. Now, as a freshman, he was a key piece in their title run. He actually turned up his game in the tournament, and that's rare for any freshman. There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, Brian, a lot of teams are staying clear of that dreaded second apron of the luxury tax, but the Suns, they blew right past it, adding Bradley Beal to create a star trio. Kevin Durant said, quote, "That's what you're supposed to do. It's about swinging for the fences every year." They're looking to go the distance.
Every year, you're right. Talent is there, Allie. And it's Fox missing.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Dunn outside. Pass to Booker. Outside Durant. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Durant's got 10 points in the game.
The fluidity, the mechanics, the purity. KD's jumper is sweet.
Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Takes a 13-footer. Wembanyama with a bucket. Wembanyama's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, when you make your mid-range shots, you force your opponents to adjust.
Well, truth is, though, he's tall enough to get that off against anyone.
Here's Booker. Nice spin off the left rim and in. 16 points for him.
Booker making it look easy in the mid-range.
Booker against Fox. Wembanyama, screen on Booker. Fox for 3. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer!
Yeah, they needed the 3 to tie it up, and he nails it.
Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. We've got Keldon Johnson, Chris Paul out there with De'Aaron Fox. Then it's Jeremy Sohan. And it's Champagnie at the 3 slot. That's the San Antonio 5.
All night long, the defensive intensity just hasn't been there. They got to figure it out.
Good question. So far, these teams just seem content to shoot it out down the stretch.
To the inside. Here's Johnson. Yes! And a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got his third assist of the night. Phoenix has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Booker finds Jones. Now here's O'Neal. Dunn left side. Shot clock at 6. Plumlee a screen. Jones from outside. Sinks it from distance. And the Suns lead by 3.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Over the last break, I got a chance to hear what Greg Popovich was telling his team. Coach was urging his team to play strong defense, reminding them no easy hoops, give effort, and help when needed. They do say defense wins championships, guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Beal outside. Over Castle. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Vassell. Fox outside.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Outside Barnes. Wembanyama screen to take the lead. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
Booker against Fox. Beal from outside. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Castle for 3. Drops in the 3. And now it's a 4-point San Antonio lead.
Yeah, this kid Castle loves having the ball in these spots. He wants to be the guy to hit the big one.
Booker's shot is good.
Does it seem to you guys that this guy, nothing faces him? Booker treats every moment like every other moment, no matter how big, no matter how small.
Here's Fox. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And it's going to go on Devin Booker.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that makes it a 3-point lead.
And looking at Fox, a microwave scorer and Tasmanian Devil running up and down the floor. A fun player to watch.
De'Aaron Fox, so fast on the break.
Oh, Fox doesn't shy away from important possessions. He wants to be the man for this team.
Here's Booker, and it's good. What a beautiful shot. Brings him within 3.
Oh, my goodness. Booker's confidence is off the charts. He's money in the bank.
Fox outside. There's the triple. Rebounded by Dunn. Beal outside. Here's Booker. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. So it's all come down to this.
It's really that time where your leaders must step up.
Fox up top. Booker defending. Money.
Looking to close things out. That might have been the nail in the coffin.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Here's Booker. Off the inbound. And he sinks it.
I love that Devin Booker isn't afraid to mix things up on the offensive end, trying to score inside and does just that.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
At the line for San Antonio.
And he ends up making the second. And that gives him a 4-point cushion. Phoenix calls timeout. They're down by 4. Turning here to our analysts. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
The strategy is simple. Get a quick score and foul right away.
Everybody has got to be in the exact perfect position defensively, and execution has got to be on point.
Beal from outside. The shot no good. And they need to stop the clock, so there's the foul.
Devin Booker. Fourth personal foul.
So the first one drops, and that puts him up 5.
At the line for 2, De'Aaron Fox.
And so he drops them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
All but over now. Those free throws help seal the deal.
Durant for 3. The shot that time not on target. And so it's San Antonio with the W. I'm sure that... Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that's going to do...
You have a confident and competent backcourt. It just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. The 4 and the 5. It's Gordon and Jokic. In at the guard spots, it's Murray and Brown. And it's Porter in at the 3 spot.
A true sniper from long range, Porter Jr. with a nice stroke on that shot.
Bounce pass from Williams. Holmgren the pass to George. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Murray outside. Back to Porter. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Over to the left wing. And it's Jokic missing.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Now let's go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Mark Dagnall. David?
When it comes to Jamal Murray, coach said it's crucial to make sure his defense doesn't slack off on him. He said Murray is a microwave scorer. He can get hot in a real hurry. Our guys know they have to talk with one another out there and help each other out. Communication is key. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, David. And Greg, something that is so important to this team, Jamal Murray's shot creation.
It is, Kevin. He creates so much with the ball or off of it. The work he puts in on offense frees up everything for his teammates. Great competitor who's really a perfect fit with this core.
Denver with the ball. The Thunder making the shot. Tipped away. Holmgren with the steal. Top of the key, Hartenstein. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Jokic. And though the Nuggets have some excellent outside shooters, Clark, they've been more prolific inside the arc the last couple years.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, they were an extreme example of that, Kevin. First in the league in 2-point attempts, and then dead last, almost dead last, in 3-point attempts. Not what most people would think when looking at the Nuggets.
Gordon for three. And again, Denver with the triple.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Dort kicks to Holmgren. And there's the whistle, illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Wallace is checked in for the Thunder. Oklahoma City on D. It's a three-point game. Blocked again. Pass to Williams. On 11 left here in the first quarter. The Nuggets leading by 3. Now, here's Jokic. Westbrook finds Murray. Over Wallace. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Murray's got 5.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now, here's Holmgren. Still yet to score. 5 on the clock. Outside Williams. Hands it from downtown.
Oh, nice job there from Holmgren. His guys appreciate when they're open, he gets them the ball.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Murray outside. We've got 13 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Now, Jokic. And it's Murray, that time on the assist by Jokic. Murray's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Nuggets. Now here's Holmgren. Wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
Ringing the bell.
What a performance by Jamal Murray. He has been the story for Denver. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be back with you shortly. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Denver.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Case and Wallace. And it's Alex Caruso. Then it's Williams. And it's Wiggins in at the power forward position. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. Oklahoma City's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Wiggins outside. Back to Wallace. Shoots the 3. Sharge grabs the board. The Nuggets trail. Pass to Westbrook. Here's Strother. Back to Westbrook. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Look, we've got some incredible talents in this league, and you know how skilled big men are today. Wow, it is something to watch.
It really is, Kevin. I mean, you almost feel like every 7-footer in the league is a capable perimeter shooter that can consistently make threes. Man, the game has certainly changed, and I actually enjoy it. I mean, the evolution of big guys being able to stroke it that consistently is pretty fun to watch.
Porter finds Sharge. The kick out to Westbrook. The Thunder pull it in.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Westbrook. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. The Nuggets have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. To the left side wing. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Connects from three-point range.
Timeout.
Westbrook's got 5 now.
You know, so often we see Westbrook with the ball driving or pulling up off the dribble. He can catch and shoot it just as well.
And a new group in here for the Thunder. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Holmgren comes in for Wiggins. Williams, he's checked in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in for Cason Wallace. Jokic passes to Murray. Jokic with a screen on Dort. Murray, the pass to Jokic. That's in there. Murray with the assist. And it's a 4-point Nugget lead. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. Pass to Dort. To the paint. Here's Holmgren. And he banks in the layup. He has 5.
Oh, good defense. Holmgren just too tall, and boy, is he skilled.
Murray kicks to Saric. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Saric a screen on Williams. Here's Brown. He's guarded by Williams. Brown the pass to Jokic. Here's Saric. Again, the Nuggets score.
Now that's confidence. Saric says, in Dario I trust.
Here's Holmgren. 5 points in the game. Hartenstein with a screen on Saric. Lets the 3 fly. Oh, he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What a play.
An ideal way to end the quarter.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Without question, Jamal Murray displaying his skills today.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
So out there for the Nuggets right now, in at the guard spots, it's Murray and Brown. Before in the 5. It's Gordon and Jokic, and it's Porter at small forward. Outside Gordon, lots of room, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Gordon's got it all tied up now for the Nuggets.
Well, I like the confidence here. Gordon is excellent at realizing when he has room to shoot, even before he has the ball. That's what we call seeing a play ahead.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. That one goes. Count it. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 2 now for Oklahoma City. Outside Gordon. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Nikola Jokic may not be the most physically gifted. There's an old saying in basketball, you're as fast as you can anticipate. LeBron James says he sees plays before they happen. A lot of people don't understand it, but I do. He's special. Kevin?
You know, his mind for the game is just on another level. We appreciate that report. Pass to Porter. Here's Brown. In the corner, Murray with it. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, Denver no good. The Thunder leading by 4. Dort kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot on the wing. Here's Hartenstein, and the dunk by Hartenstein.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And G8 is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
And Jokic gets it to go.
I don't know if this is one of Jokic's preferred spots, but his smooth stroke allows him to cash in from anywhere.
Well, Michael Porter Jr. is one of the premier shooters in the NBA.
And that size that he brings to that sweet stroke makes it hard to get to a shot. 6'10", shoots it with confidence, shoots it with great fluidity. And man, is he special. And he's worked through some injury trouble early in his career. And now he's one of the more lethal front court players in the league on the perimeter.
Jokic on the follow. Now just a 2-point Thunder lead.
A guy who always seems to be in the right place at the right time. Jokic on top of that one.
Gordon against Holmgren. Pass to Dort. To the inside. Gilgeous-Alexander. Falls back and drains the fadeaway jumper. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 in the quarter. There's 45 seconds left to play here in the third. Jokic against Hartenstein. Here's Brown. Murray scanning the floor. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Pass to Holmgren. Fires the 3. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic just got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Fires the 3. The shot misses. And we've reached the end of the third. Oklahoma City out in front, up 4. And for 2K Sports, we'll be back here at Paycom Center right after this. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. We've got Alex Caruso. Williams is out there with Aaron Wiggins. Then there's Wallace. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. The fader. And there's Gilgeous-Alexander. That's good on the assist by Wallace.
And he had a good look, and Gilgeous-Alexander made it pay off.
Murray for 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Westbrook against Wallace. Pass to Caruso. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Wallace has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Timeout called. Nuggets. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Hartenstein's checked in for Williams. Chet Holmgren comes in for Wiggins. Jalen Williams is checked in for Alex Caruso. And it's Dort in for Wallace. The Nuggets also changing it up. Jokic has checked in for Saric. Aaron Gordon comes in for Peyton Watson. And Porter subbed in for Russell Westbrook. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much. I was able to listen to what David Adelman went over with his team. The message was simple. Keep fighting. Coach told his team, we're in this. We just need some extra effort. Let's go. See if they can come back. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Dort finds Holmgren. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9. Murray outside. Jokic against Hartenstein. Jokic passes to Murray. They grab their own miss. Yes! And the foul. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
Jamal Murray really loves being the crunch time deliverer. This guy relishes the chance to make big hoops.
He throw good, Murray.
He is absolutely the guy you want at the line in that situation. It just shows you how much he loves these moments.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Fades away. It's hauled in by Gordon. The Nuggets trail by 3. Jokic with it. Brown the pass to Murray. Here's Jokic. He's defended by Hartenstein. Got a piece of it. Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. And the shot goes in. 14 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Thunder.
Great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
We can probably expect to see them slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
Murray against Gilgeous-Alexander. It drops.
And what a shot from Gilgeous-Alexander. This guy isn't afraid of the moment. Wow.
Here's Murray. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Can't waste any time here.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
And they go to the intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
20 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul. At the line.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaking.
Taking 2 shots.
And the second of 2 is good. That increases their lead to 6. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They're behind by 6. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
There's still a sliver of hope.
Yeah, but they've got to score and then foul immediately.
Here's Porter. Good! And now they trail by just 4.
Boy, I like how Gordon dishes the ball. When his teammates are open, he finds them on time and on target.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
And he is unable to get the second one. Murray from deep three-point territory. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City, and that's an intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game. So we see the Thunder get the win here. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job.
And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves, Conley and Ann are the one of the two. Jaden McDaniels out there with Julius Randle. And it's Gobert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
He's been working on his shot, and it's showing in Vassell's game.
Now here's Randle. Left side McDaniels. Pass to Conley. Outside McDaniels. Edwards for three. Gets the three ball to go.
Oh, there's another three. Love seeing Edwards deliver the revenge triple.
Since drafting Wembanyama, the Spurs have looked like a team that gets better every game, RJ.
And they're still so young. They're learning the intricacies of the game and how to play with each other. But you can tell things are coming together and the future looks bright.
McDaniels a screen for three. Anthony Edwards again from deep. Edwards got 6.
Shooting the three with confidence. That's exactly what this team needs from Edwards.
Fox against Conley. Fox, that's good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And it's Randle that time on the assist by Edwards.
Yeah, nice play by Randle. He can take up space in there and has great short area quickness.
Pass to Castle. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Greg Popovich had a few moments to share with me. He was emphatic, saying that Edwards was their main concern, telling me Anthony poses problems on both sides of the ball, and he is relentless. He doesn't let up. He wants his guys to match Edwards' energy.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Here's Fox. Following the score by Minnesota, knocks down the triple. Fox has gotten his second bucket of the game.
A smooth-looking three-point shot. I think Fox is feeling it.
As quick as anyone in the league, RJ. De'Aaron Fox. How does his speed affect the game?
Well, he's one of those players that normally you have one or the other, but he's quick and fast. And that's a mean combination because in the open court, he can break you down. In the half court, he has the quick left-to-right lateral movement that can cause problems in pick and roll.
Now here's Fox. He's got 5. High arcing shot, and it's good on the lay-in. Fox has got his third bucket of the night.
And that is a shot that Fox has continued to work on for years. He understands how important having a floater is when you are a point guard.
Here's Gobert. Oh, there's the alley. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
I mean, how do you stop Gobert on a slam? He's too big, rising up too fast. There's really nothing you can do.
Back to Fox. Vassell outside. Pass to Barnes. Fox outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Kicks it out to Barnes. The basket's good off the assist from Fox.
Nice play. Look, Fox is the engine of this very strong machine.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside McDaniels. Edwards with it. The 3 is up. His 4th make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Fox has got 9.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
And so it's De'Aaron Fox making highlights for San Antonio, hunting for opportunities. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for San Antonio.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
And on top of that, they've been dialed in from deep. And if they keep it up, it could be a big night for them.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. We've got Anthony Edwards, Naz Reid out there with Miller. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker, and it's DiVincenzo in at the point.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Takes a three. Rebound by San Antonio. Outside Johnson. Here's Fox. Wow, physical D, but Fox prevails.
The defense comes at Fox hard, but he's ready for it. He knows how to stay agile and nimble inside.
DiVincenzo, pass to Miller. Hits the trifecta. Miller's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
And he's got buddies. Sohan, a high flyer.
Fox against Edwards. Pass to Reid. Back to Edwards. Over Fox. Rebounded by Champagnie.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Brian. Well, De'Aaron Fox, the inaugural 2023 Clutch Player of the Year, he said, quote, "You can't be afraid to fail. Obviously, you're not going to make every shot, but my team puts me in position to succeed. So the least I can do is have confidence in myself to take good shots." Brian?
Allie, thanks. You know, he's become a star. Well, Grant, we know non-shooting big men can clog the paint. But if they know where to move off the ball, that certainly helps.
Yeah, you know, big men who know those circle actions, like flashing to the open spot when their man gives help, they often end up with easy looks inside.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
A big group substitution here for San Antonio. Victor Wembanyama's checked in for Sohan. Harrison Barnes comes in for Johnson. The Cell, he's checked in for Champagnie. And Castle's subbed in for Paul. And Minnesota will go for a different look here. Gobert's checked in for Reid. Julius Randle comes in for Miller. McDaniels is checked in for Alexander Walker. And Conley subbed in for DiVincenzo. Pass to Gobert. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
With great mobility in the 8-foot wingspan. Yes, 8 foot. Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away.
No coverage that time.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Back to Fox. There's 57 seconds left in the second period. It's good. Fox has gotten 4 this quarter.
The defense was so focused on keeping Fox in front of them, and that gave him enough room to sink it in from mid-range.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Paul, he's checked in for San Antonio. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Alexander Walker's checked in. Outside Conley. Pass to Randle. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama, pass to Paul. Here's Castle. And here's Barnes. Wembanyama screen. Barnes, and that's good. And now a 4-point San Antonio lead. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Shoots from 12. Uses the glass that time. It's good.
And yeah, Randle is absolutely a threat from in between. Something the D has to recognize and adjust accordingly.
Paul looking over the floor. Outside Barnes. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Spurs out in front. They're up by 2. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
And get ready for the man half-court shot. Drum roll, please. Looking about the shot.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
At forward, we'll see Vassell slot in next to Barnes. De'Aaron Fox is out there with Castle, and it's Wembanyama in at the center position. That's who's in the game for the Spurs. Fox for three. Ooh, the triple falls for De'Aaron Fox.
Looks like Fox was itching to answer back with that three. He is a capable shooter when he's in attack mode.
Conley passes to McDaniels. Back to Conley. And he banks in the layup. Conley's got his first points of the night.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
And Fox has got the ball here for the Spurs. Pass to Barnes. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Minnesota has gone 6 of 9 from three-point range. Edwards finds McDaniels. Fox against Conley. Over Fox. The shot by Conley, no good. San Antonio shooting 76%. You don't see this often. And he's going for the... Oh, Wembanyama on the receiving end.
I mean, it seems like you could throw it up to Wembanyama on every offensive possession, and he'll slam it home.
Well, Richard, it might be a long time before we see a player with the combination of Wembanyama's size and skill.
He changes every opponent's game plan, offensively and defensively. You've seen nothing like it, and we probably won't for a long time.
It's good! Edwards, what strength!
And the offensive firepower Edwards is capable of is special. I mean, we are seeing it on full display right now.
Wembanyama, screen on Conley. Three-pointer, Fox. Count that one. He's 8 for 10 from the field now.
This man has entered the zone. Great shooting performance from him all game long.
It's McDaniels on the wing. Randall outside. Pass to Edwards. Inside, Edwards lays it in.
And just an agile move by Edwards inside, allowing him to beat the contact.
It's Barnes on the wing. Vassell outside. Fox feeling it out a bit. Wembanyama screen. And it's Fox missing. The Timberwolves have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. Back to Edwards. 54 seconds left in the third quarter. Edwards can't get that one to fall.
Well, the defense didn't have any impact on that shot, but somehow he still misses it.
To the middle. Oh, it's Wemby!
All too easy for Wembanyama. He feels like no one can defend him inside.
Outside McDaniels. Randall outside. No one near him. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Back to Fox. Oh, Fox, too sly. Beats the contact.
He's having one of those nights. Fox just filling it up.
Now here's Edwards. Outside Conley. Launches it. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good.
Yeah, they needed the 3 to tie it up, and he nails it. That sets up what could be a riveting fourth quarter.
And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. On the court for the Timberwolves, Dante DiVincenzo out there with Edwards. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then there's Naz Reid. And it's Minot in at the four-man position. 4 on the clock. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. San Antonio has gotten 21 points so far from three-point land. They're 7 of 10. They get it again. Here's Champagnie. On target from range. Champagnie's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Timberwolves trail by 3. About 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter. Minot, good.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. A big group substitution here for San Antonio. Wembanyama's checked in for Sohan. Barnes comes in for Johnson. Devin Vassell, he's checked in for Champagnie. And Castle's subbed in for Paul. And Minnesota will go for a different look here. Gobert's checked in for Reid. Julius Randle comes in for Minot. McDaniels is checked in for Alexander Walker. And Conley subbed in for DiVincenzo.
He is a rare one who's more comfortable inside. Fox, look, his game is about attacking, getting in close, not necessarily making a ton of threes.
Randle deciding where to go with it. And here's Edwards outside. Book it. And it's Randle with the assist. Edwards has got 22.
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
Fox with speed. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now.
One of the fastest guys in the league. For Fox, it's about using his blinding quickness to his advantage on both ends of the floor.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Minnesota.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
And also, their mid-range game has been outstanding. They're just finding holes in the defense and exploiting them.
Connects from downtown. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
A savvy playmaker with a great handle. Conley runs such a smooth pick and roll.
Fox gets it to go inside.
What energy from Fox when they're up against it, proving he's ready to be that guy.
Here's Edwards. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got 5 rebounds tonight. And Barnes the bucket on the assist from Wembanyama. Coming down the stretch, it's still anyone's game.
Incredible effort and energy on both sides. These guys must be gassed.
That one goes in.
Wow. Edwards almost makes it look effortless, like the whole team wasn't holding their breath right there.
Here's Fox. And Gobert with a block. McDaniels against Vassell. Pass to Gobert. And here's Randle. Here's Edwards. It falls!
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play, coming through when it matters most.
Conley against Fox. And it's in. And he's tied it up. What a shot!
And this is the trust that Fox's teammates have in him. What a shot right there.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. This might be a close late game, but don't tell coach. They were cool as a cucumber in the huddle, and I think that resonates with their players. We'll see if that approach works. Brian?
Thank you for that, Allie.
And you gotta love the mentality of Anthony Edwards. He wants to be the star. He wants the spotlight. Not everyone is like that.
36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Edwards. Oh, he nails it!
And just working his way inside, keeping Edwards out of the paint is not an easy task.
Now Fox. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Yes! And tie game! Huge basket right there. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Conley looking for an opening. From deep three-point land. Misses the tray. Time expires. We're going to overtime. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. At forward, we'll see Vassell slot in next to Barnes. Castle is out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Wembanyama in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And Edwards' teammates encourage him to be aggressive because when he is, he forces the defense's hand.
So he gets them both, and it's a 2-point ball game.
And in a close game like this, they can really rely on him to take care of business at the line.
Here's Fox. Anthony Edwards with a rebound. Minnesota shooting almost 70% from the floor. Sensational. Randall can't hit. Wembanyama, high post. He's against Gobert. Wembanyama, pass to Fox. And the basket is good. Fox has got 35.
Oh, he's putting on a scoring clinic, guys. If it wasn't for him, they would not be in this game.
Edwards, no problem with the contact.
Wow, what a move from Edwards. He's fantastic at creating for himself.
Fox outside. Up and over Conley. And it's Fox missing.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Randall outside. Here's Edwards. Here he goes. Cash.
The tenacity from Edwards. I mean, I love when he attacks the basket like that.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. Fox with the ball. Crafty move. It's blocked by Gobert.
Yeah, the long arms. It's difficult to protect your shot from Gobert's reach.
Randall's got room. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board.
And right here, they can't waste any time.
It needs to be a quick shot and a quick foul.
And I understand we're seeing some potent offense, but you have to put up more of a fight defensively.
Shoot, this defense is giving me hope. The way I look, I can sign a 10-day and put up a few buckets on this squad.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
Anthony Edwards taking 2 shots.
And he hits both free throws here. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Gets them to fall, and those are huge free throws. It's now a 2-possession game.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. 23 seconds left in the first overtime period. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
And they're going to have to work fast coming out of the timeout.
Yeah, no time to waste. They basically have to execute things perfectly from here on out.
And Gobert with a block. And they're going to prolong the game with an intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
First free throw is good, and that puts him up 5.
Rudy Gobert. 2 shots.
Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Taking full advantage of his opportunities at the line to extend their lead.
Castle for 3. He connects! What a beautiful shot! Brings him within 3!
Oh, the young man showing composure down the stretch. Big points from Castle in a big moment.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. And the second of two is good. And that gives him a 4-point cushion. Pass to Castle. From deep, Wembanyama. It's not going to go for him. And so it's Minnesota who scrapes by with a win. They escape with the W, even.
by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Dunn is out there with Durant, and it's Richards in at the 5 down low.
And that shows the toughness of the guard, Bradley Beal, just powering through.
Some nice passing by Golden State. Here's Moody. Offline with his 3.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
And the jam by Beal.
Great athleticism. Bradley Beal with his steps down and rams it.
Pass to Moody. Butler against Dunn. Now here's Butler. Guarded closer. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Jimmy B doing his work there, challenging in the lane.
Gregson's reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals. The Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46 and 36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
And up the court come the Suns on the break. KD can't get it to go.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Here's Pajemski. Green dishes to Curry. Good as the jump shot falls.
Curry doing it again. One of the quickest releases we've ever seen.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Pass to Dunn. Over Moody. Dunn misses. The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Butler. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Kevin Durant.
Hey, you look how Jimmy Butler stays committed on that play, ready to overcome the defender and still take the shot.
And Phoenix making a change here. O'Neal's checked in. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. What do you got for us, DA?
Kevin, thanks. Devin Booker is a 3-level scoring threat. He said, I'm just reading coverages and taking what the defense gives me. That's a mid-range jumper, which analytically people say isn't the highest percentage shot. But for myself, it's a good one. I've shot it pretty much my whole life. Kevin?
And David, doesn't it show? Wow, he's something else. Hey, thank you. Now, here is O'Neal. 6 on the shot clock. Good on the three-point shot.
And Durant, one of the purest shooters in the league.
Warriors trail by 4. Pass to Green. Down low. Here's Butler. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Butler's got 6.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Now here's Booker. They set the pick. Just 5 on the clock. To the middle. Here's Richards. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, Booker doing a good job that time instead of looking for the shot, looking for a teammate.
Healed outside. From deep. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Booker. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Buries the long-range jumper. He has 6.
Well, there's a nice answer from an operator in Kevin Durant. You hit a 3, you know he's coming back at you.
O'Neal against Butler. Green with a screen for Butler. And another 3 for Golden State.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Suns?
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. Kuminga out there with Gary Payton II. And it's Jackson Davis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. All right, Brent, quick. First thing that comes to your mind when you think of Jonathan Kuminga?
Physicality, Kevin. I mean, this guy is so dominant athletically that Jonathan Kuminga is a presence out on the floor. If he continues to put himself in the situations where he can put his body on guys and play fearlessly, his game is going to continue to grow.
Beal from long range, nailed from three-point land. Beal's got his third basket of the night right there.
Well, the defense better get out there, or Bradley Beal's about to do some serious damage.
Pass to Payton. Brent, would you say the point guard is considered the toughest position to play in basketball?
You know, Kevin, I think there's been a massive shift in what the point guard represents in the NBA game. I mean, how many teams over the past couple years that have won championships have played with a traditional setup guard? What we're looking at is duos that can dribble, pass, and shoot and devastate defenses.
Draymond Green is checked in for the Warriors. Podziemski's coming in for Buddy Hield. And former NBA big man David West in attendance. He won a couple rings here with Golden State.
And he'd been an all-star in New Orleans, a cornerstone piece for the Pacers, but he sacrificed a lot to come to the Warriors and win it all.
Outside, Kuminga. Payton finds Podziemski. And it's sent back by Plumlee.
Showing good shot blocking skills at times. Plumlee gets all of that one.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Butler, he's checked in for Jonathan Kuminga. Moody's subbed in for Payton. And a change for the Suns. Durant's checked in. Here's Curry, pass to Green. And that one is off. Good D by Booker. Suns leading by 3. Here is Plumlee. Outside Durant. Here's Booker. Guarded by Green. Booker inside. Working on Green. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Jimmy Butler finds a way through inside.
Defense had the right idea there, but maybe not enough time in the weight room. Butler right through that.
Pass to Plumlee. Booker outside. Back to Dunn. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. Outside, Green. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Booker with no one around. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. Booker's got 6.
Book it. More points for Devin Booker. This guy is such a great offensive talent.
Floats it up for Butler. And slam dunk by Butler.
And that's Jimmy Butler with a great finish there. Good hands to catch the pass and throw it through.
Done outside. Pass to Beal. Fades and shoots. Hits some rim on the way in. And the bucket's good. He's got 9.
I like Beal's shot selection there. It makes him so much more efficient.
Now Moody. Outside Butler. 17 seconds left to play in the first half. From deep, Jimmy Butler!
Jimmy Butler has great patience to go along with that strength to operate in the pick and roll.
Pass to Beal. And that one, good. And the Suns lead by 3. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Suns lead by 3. And now we'll send it. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. We are seeing a tremendous game from Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Nick Richards out there with Durant, and it's done in at the 3. There's so many years in the NBA, you would think Curry would slow down, wouldn't you, Brent? But he remains at the very top of his game.
I think the best part about what we're seeing with Steph right now, Kevin, is his competitive will. You get to this age, and you get to this stage after accomplishing all the things that Steph has done, and it's still not enough. So let's keep enjoying him while we can.
Pass to Pajemski. Green with a screen on KD. Butler. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
If Butler can't get into the paint, he's got some offensive options. He has the touch from the mid-range.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Beal taking his time here. Yep, that one goes in there. Beal's got 13.
This is when the teammates feed off of Bradley Beal when he has it going like this.
Outside Curry. No good on the triple.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Now here's Beal. He's defended by Pajemski. The shot by Beal, no good. Warriors trail by 3 to the paint. The kick outside to Butler. Back to Green. Pass to Butler. 3-pointer. And it's Bradley Beal with the rebound. And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for the Phoenix Suns. Durant going to work inside.
You can't give Kevin Durant baskets, but certainly can't be that easy for him.
Curry passes to Butler. Here's Moody. Good on the triple.
It's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Booker with it. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to KD. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 3 assists tonight.
I don't know how you get out and disrupt Kevin Durant on that catch and shoot.
Outside Butler. There's 53 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Curry. Curry getting it done inside.
That's tough finish. Steph's not just a great shooter, but really great numbers through the years as being an elite finisher.
Back to Booker for the 3. Rebound by Butler.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. For the tie, another 3 for Golden State.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team, just fighting to them.
That one drops for him.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. The Suns on top. They lead by 2. Live from Chase Center. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Heel. Kuminga out there with Trace Jackson-Davis. And it's Payton in at the small forward position. Booker nails the 3. So confident.
Dangerous at all times from range. Booker shoots 3s at will.
Curry on the wing. Defended by Jones. Curry against Jones. Curry with the bucket.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Dunn misses. The Warriors trailing. Payton in the corner. Inside. Here's Jackson Davis.
And this is the time when you want to lock it down defensively. Thus far,
Timeout.
I'm looking out there trying to find one guy at least interested in playing defense. Not that last possession.
Different look here for the Warriors. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Trace Jackson-Davis. Butler comes in for Jonathan Kuminga. Moody's checked in for Gary Payton. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Heel. Phoenix also making some changes. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Plumlee. Kevin Durant comes in for Royce O'Neal. And Beal subbed in for Jones. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, guys. Well, Mike Budenholzer had some advice for the team during the timeout. They were asking the team to play faster, push the ball, coach no good players. Hey, look, in this league, fast break points are the easiest. We need more of them. Can't argue with that. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David.
That's a good effort from Curry, just jumping right into the key, not minding who's around, and getting the call.
Stephen Curry hits them both.
tremendous job at the line as usual. You can always bank on him in those situations.
Outside, Beal.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Pass to Dunn. This one for three. They grab their own miss.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you. What work from Steph Curry, gets open and makes it look easy. Wow.
For three, Booker gets the three-pointer to fall. Booker's got 6 points in the quarter.
Oh, he is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
Green with a screen for Curry. What a deep shot from Steph Curry.
And that's like a body blow answered with another body blow. And these fans go from dejection to deliriousness in a matter of seconds.
Here's Booker. Plays it up and banks it in. Booker's got 19 points.
Well, Booker is the leader, and you got to trust him in that spot.
Curry against Booker. Pass to Moody. Now here's Curry from the arc. Laces one from three.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
The drive by Booker. Goes back up. It's good.
This guy wants those kind of shots. That's Devin Booker. Wow.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Curry. Good.
Fearless. Curry takes on the challenge and gets that big basket to fall.
Booker looking around. No good on the three. Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
Green. The rebound by Richard. And it's Phoenix's ball. Pass to Booker. Got it!
And that was so clutch. I mean, they're in front by the slimmest of margins, in need of a stop right here.
.11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Green with a screen on Booker. Misses the tray. And they commit an intentional foul. See another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
You know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. And so they choose to intentionally foul. It's the first, and that will put them up by 2. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
Huge free throws. Bumps the lead up to 3, and now they simply have to guard against the 3-ball.
And so it's Phoenix who scrape by with the win. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic. Much appreciated, David. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.